hopefully this will be the last part to the Power Rangers cards mini series, because don't forget, after this we've got the Japanese Tensuda cards. But firstly, these two cards have been properly cut out and they now work in the Gosei Morpher. So let's do these two cards first. And also, I forgot to get the light out. So if it looks a bit strange, there's no light, that's why. Okay, here it goes. This is the sound that some of the promo cards featuring the Ultra Megaforce Rangers have. The sound distribution for this one's a bit confusing actually, because some of the Ultra Mode cards have this sound, but other ones say Megaforce Ranger Power Up, Megaforce Blank Power Up. So it's a bit strange. They didn't give this sound to all of the Ultra Mode cards when they. I don't know, why does this sound even exist in the first place? And we have the other cutout card. It's a bit unclear if this belongs to the Super Dino Mode Red Ranger card or the Triassic Ranger. I suppose it would belong to the Triassic Ranger, because I'm pretty sure they did make a Triassic Ranger card at some point, which makes sense because I'm pretty sure there was art of Abare Max, Abare Red from the Japanese Daiso game, which is where these cards got their artwork from. It can't have been the Triassic Battleizer, because they would have had to make their own artwork for that card, and I don't think they wanted to do that, but I don't know. The majority of card artwork is from the Daiso card, so that makes me believe that this is the Triassic Red Ranger. It's the Triassic Ranger, actually, not the Triassic Red Ranger. Let me go and get the light quickly, because it's bothering me a bit. Okay, here it is. The reason why I don't cut these things out is because they're generally quite quick. Okay, here is the light. So here we go, back to the cards. We have, oh, this one is a cross on it, because this is from when I realised that the cards had the wrong numbers on, but whatever. Shadow Ranger. Actually, hang on. This will be the Mega Ranger, the Shadow Ranger, the Cat Ranger, and presumably the Nova Ranger. I don't even think they made any cards for the Cat Ranger or the Nova Ranger. I don't think they did. But I know I think they did cards for the Shadow and the Mega Rangers, because that sounds about right. So yeah, technically the Mega Ranger should be white, but it's not. The other ones have weird colours, so I mean there's a bit of a debate what colours the other Rangers are like. Was the Cat Ranger white or orange? So therefore she's just red. Well, she would be Ranger if they made a card for her. I don't think they did, but they would have done. Would have been. Right. Next up. Okay, this one is an interesting case, because this card must have had original art made for it, because the Red Battleized Ranger from Lost Galaxy did not exist in Gingaman. I think the Gingaman's power-ups were Super Armor Shine for all of them, I think. What was it in Power Rangers? Lance of Orion, I think it might have been, yeah. This one's another weird case, because some of the Megaforce Megazord cards have this sound, one's from the promo line to be exact, but other Megaforce Megazord cards have just Megaforce Megazord as the sound. So again, the sound distribution is pretty weird. I don't know why they made it like an additional sound for those. Maybe they were trying to fill in the extra slot for sounds, except no they weren't, because there's at least 2 slots in this morph that use barcodes that this toy doesn't recognise. So I don't get their logic. Delta, actually no, it's swap mode red. Could also be used for the Battleizer, where RIC combines with him to form the Battleizer. Sonic mode, I think. No, that's the phase 2, I think. Or is it the first one? I can't remember. So yeah. Also, fact, apparently, at one point in Japan, Toei Productions decided to adapt the SPD Red Battleizer into Deca Ranger. Didn't originally exist in Deca Ranger. They borrowed it from Disney and adapted it from there. So I think that might be the first time. That might be the first time Super Sentai has adapted something from Power Rangers. Interesting. Which is extra interesting, actually, because it gave RIC, or Murphy, something extra to do other than forming the team's cannon to delete or destroy. Actually, no, it was capture in Pirate in SPD. It was delete in it. It was delete in Deca Ranger, because they were like erasure. Which they could have done that in SPD, since they didn't outright use the word kill. They say destroy instead. They could have said delete, because that feels more like a softer way of saying kill. I don't know. I don't know what Disney was thinking. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they just thought in capture, because they are captured onto. Oh no! Apparently the whole containment card thing is Power Rangers only. Apparently in Deca Ranger they just delete the baddies, but in SPD they seal them onto a containment card, which means all that footage is American only, American made. So well done Disney for putting in some effort there. Okay, and then we have this one. Yeah, this sound is also used for the Forever Red card featuring the Red Turbo Ranger. Said Forever Red card can only be found in certain Target 3 packs, in which get 3 blind card packs and 1 of the 2 special Forever Red cards, because you have the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger Forever Red, then you have the Turbo Forever Red card, and they had like a bunch of Red Rangers in the background from the episode, but the reason why it's specifically Turbo Red or Mighty Morphin Red is because they are the Rangers who are front and center. I think I discussed this before. They were also apparently going to do Walmart 3 packs with the 6 Rangers on, but they never actually went ahead. Oh yeah, oh I forgot his name. Screw. Dustin. Oh yeah, Dustin, that's his name, yeah, Dustin. I think I watched Ninja Storm. I think I remember liking Ninja Storm actually. Because I think at the time I was watching it, I think Power Rangers Samurai Megaforce was on. I watched Ninja Storm because it did feel different to the other series, like the Neo Sublime series, thanks to the writing behind it. The Disney series feel more like action sitcoms more than the cookie cutter Neo Saban / Hasbro series. I'm not saying this about Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge, because they do feel like they were written by Disney, even though it was Saban in charge. So yeah, Supercharge, Dino Charge, best Neo Saban series in my opinion. They don't feel generic. They feel like the Disney series a bit more. The Disney just did a better job at writing them, I suppose, in my opinion. I know I hear a lot of people saying that, oh, look, the original Saban series were better, but I think I grew up watching the Disney series. Yeah, because I think I started, I think the earliest series of parodies I saw was Time Force. And that was one of the original Spawn ones, and that was good. Alright. This is the sound that the finishing cards have from the promotion line, except it's not, because there's one card which is meant to be this C Megazord finisher, and yet that doesn't have this sound. It has a sound relating to the Megazord, so it's not even consistent there. This is an issue? I don't know. Let's try that again. I thought we had an issue paper there. Right, next up is, oh, it's a custom one. The D in gold is silent, apparently. Antonio, or Genta. I think I prefer Genta, to be honest. If I'm saying his name right, I think I am. Gensan. Is it Gencha? I think it might be Gencha. It's been a while since I've seen Shinkenger, actually. The leader of the Time Force Rangers, although I think it's the Red Ranger that's shown front and center most of the time. That's a similar situation to Jacker, actually, in which I think Big One, the White Ranger, was more of a leader, but it was Spade Ace who was shown front and center because he's red. The original Red Ranger. Swap mode. Da 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 da. SPD emergency. In it, mate. Right. Ethan, I think his name was, yeah. We are actually getting to the end of this now. Blooming neck. Legend mode. The Defender vest there, which I don't recall if that was used in the show. I think it was from the Bokenja. It was from Bokenja because I think they gave everyone, but the females, the Axo Tactor. So I think it was an Overdrive, yeah. Although I'm now getting a recollection now they did give the females the Axel Tector. I can't remember. I have to look up. That might get on my nerves. How I don't know that. I might have to look that up actually. Although I highly doubt that. Now this one doesn't have a number on, it instead has a weird face. Why? It's got a tick on the front. Now the reason why this one is special is because this is the card pattern used on the card props in the show. And I got a bit curious. Did this actually do anything in the Morpher? The answer is no. The barcode that the card props have do nothing, basically. just decided to do this for like a replica card with the barcode on. I don't know why, but I like that. I don't know, we might have to have another part after this if this keeps on going.
Lightspeed Rescue Ranger.
So yeah, Titanium Ranger. Although I don't know why it doesn't say silver, because it technically is silver. Anyway.
Lightspeed Rescue Megaforce.
Here we go, another one.
Dino Thunder Red. Operation Overdrive Yellow. In space. Operation Overdrive Yellow. Power up.
Defense vest again. Okay, we are nearly there.
Jungle Fury Yellow. Power up. Megaforce Heat. Power up. Zeo Megazord. Lost Galaxy Heat. Turbo Green.
Only a few more cards left.
Mighty Morphin Black. Wild Horse Red. Megaforce Robo Knight.
Oh yeah, the unique sound they gave to Robo Knight, which feels like it only happened because he was part of the current team.
Wild Horse Megazord. In space blue. In space blue.
Just needed to check that. Didn't feel like it went in right, but yeah, there we are.
Mighty Morphin Heat. In space red.
Andros, yeah. I'm saying his name wrong, I just know it.
Ninja Storm Green.
Ninja Storm, yeah. He's the Samurai Ranger, but it doesn't say Samurai, it doesn't say Ranger, it says Green.
In space, yellow. Time force, green.
Now we've hit the 20-minute mark, but there's a very small amount of cards left. So I'm just going to do these. There's a very small amount of cards left, so I'm going to do these and then I'm going to finish. Why is it not recognizing it?
Megaforce, blue.
Do 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 do.
Lost Galaxy, blue. Mighty Morphin, blue. Mighty Morphin, white.
It's cool how he says white in that in that way. Yeah.
SPE, Megazord.
Megazord.
Jungle Fury, blue.
And this is the last card for the Megaforce sounds list.
Mighty Morphin, green.
Ironically, I think I had the hardest time finding this barcode. I think I might have forgotten that it was here in one of the Japanese cards. So you can see here that this tub of power cards is now officially empty. We've gone through every sound this toy has. That's over 100 sounds, blooming heck. If we bring in the official card pile here, which we will now put the camera down so you can see, we've been through all of these cards. It's a bit of a shocker. It's only taken about 5 videos, but we've gone through them all. It's very, I think it's very cool how I've been able to do this. Because, like, there's just so many cards. So many cards. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is, well, basically, it's come to my attention that while I've been able to find the templates for the Japanese cards, which are very, very handy indeed, as I've been able to make this video, I have not been able to find templates for I've not been able to find templates for the American cards. And basically what I did was I filled them out myself with pencil. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put together a document featuring all of these cards with all of these barcodes. And yes, I mean all of them. Including, there's going to be 2 types basically. There's going to be the Japanese ones with the Japanese writing on, which are lifted from the original document, which you can go into the description and you can look at yourself. I've linked the website as credit. You can see here that this is indeed where I got these barcodes from. And there's also going to be these blank ones. The blank ones are also on the template. However, I colored in the barcode myself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these barcodes together on one document. I am going to link it in the description if all goes well. And also I'm going to do a bit of a test to see if these work, because these are printed on cardstock. I've got some spare cardstock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy one sheet of cards, I think about 6 or 5 cards, depending on how much the scanner can take at any one time. I'm going to take those, I'm going to print a sheet off, I'm going to test them in this, and if it works, I'm going to do them all. So this may take a while from when you're seeing this video. It's not going to be done as soon as this video goes out. It's going to take a bit longer than that, although I will try my damnedest to get this done as soon as possible, because these cards are going to live downstairs until until the document is sorted. So yeah, I'm going to try my damnedest to get it sorted out as soon as I can. So yes, so I'm doing this. So well, I just found it a bit frustrating how there was no template for all the American cards. It's even a bit of it's a bit disappointing to me actually, because I heard that there used to be a website called megaforcecast.com that used to publish information about the Power Rangers show, like the toys information. I heard that they did get started with the. I heard that they got started with the barcodes, but they only did about 6, and then they stopped. So that's a bit of that's a bit of a sink for me. So I know I'm about. I know I'm more than 10 years late to do this, but I think there's still some interest in. I think there's still some interest in this toy, still some interest in these cards. I'm positive people still collect these cards, and people positive still have their Gosei Morphers from when they came out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compose a document, put these barcodes on. When that's done, put it in the description so you can print it off and try all the sounds out for yourself. So you can do what I'm doing and do a kind of sound test. So yes, that's it. I'm gonna use all these barcodes. It's gonna hopefully be a big document. Yeah. Of course, credit goes to the original person who set up the Japanese Google site with these barcodes. If I knew how to make them myself in this style, I would, but I do not know. Again, hence why I called them in myself. So we'll be putting them all in the. We'll be putting all the American cards and the Japanese cards in the description. The reason why I'm doing the Japanese cards is again, they work in the Gosei Morpher. They make sounds in the Gosei Morpher. So I'm doing all of that. And I know I'm about 10 years late, but hey, can't help it. So, as said, oh, this is going to be a bit chaotic. Actually, scratch that. As said, right, the next video, the next mini series is going to be the same kind of thing, but for the Japanese equivalent, the Tensuda. And this has got some sounds. There's a box next to me that says it contains Gosei cards. We're going to do another sound test. Hopefully for not as much as 5 videos, because I think there's more American cards than there are Japanese cards. So if you want to see that, make sure you stay tuned to TNS!